All right, guys, as an experienced operator, I'm going to go ahead and just give you a quick review of these little Chinese excavators. I bought a brand new one recently, the VA13 from Miva. This is pretty much the same excavator as a lot of the Chinese brands. They're basically the same thing usually. So it's a 2,000 pound model. And as you can see, I'm trying to put a building here, and these old rotting stumps are in my way. So they're a little dirty here. Let me just clear it off. So this is one. Here's a cluster of like, I don't know, 2 or 3 trees, not small trees, and then here's another one. And these are all grown together to create one big cluster of stumps. This is a bigger job than I would prefer to do with this little thing. As you can see, it is digging them out. So let's see if I can get them out of the ground. But I did dig around them as you would with any stumps. If you're trying to dig them out. So you dig out around, get the roots broke loose. Thankfully, the roots on this system are a little bit rotten, not super rotten, but enough that with some care and some time, I was able to use the teeth to dig away at the thicker roots to kind of break them apart. So my review on this machine is this is a 2,000 pound machine. And generally speaking, it has more strength than this machine, than the weight of the machine can handle. So basically what I'm saying is it's a 2-ton machine. If you went and got one of the big name, expensive brand 2-ton machines, it's not really gonna outperform this in my opinion. I've run all kinds of excavators my entire life, from massive ones that take a wide load to haul them down the highway to little ones. The one thing it does lack is power to the tracks. It does run out of power there, but that's pretty typical even with the name brand, big name hydraulic drive tractors, excavators. It's really hard to get tires or tracks to get power through hydraulic drive. So this one maybe does lack a little more than some of the big name brands as far as the power to the tracks, but you can deal with it for the price, you know what I'm saying? So let's see if I can rip these guys out, and I'll show you a video of the end product. Number one, buy this machine. If you buy this machine, change the hydraulic fluid and the oil. For whatever reason, it is sent with junk. Change it to a high quality hydraulic transmission fluid, so it's hydraulic or for transmission. So because it's got one reservoir, it doesn't have 2 separate ones for the drive line or the hoe. So make sure it's a good quality. Ask your Tractor Supply store, not Tractor Supply, but the store where you go for tractor supplies. Ask them to direct you in a really high quality transmission hydraulic fluid. Get that done, and yeah, it's quite the machine. And the attachments, I can't wait to get my attachments on the end. Do I want the 4,000 pound or 2-ton machine? Yeah, I do eventually. I didn't have the budget for it right now, so I'll just rent bigger machines when I'm doing stumps like this typically, but I'm doing it with this little guy just to prove that it can be done. So here we go. Let me finish up my review by finishing whittling this out, and then I'll try and videotape pulling them out. Alright guys, so it came out in pieces. You can see a bunch of the roots here. I got all this out with the excavator. I got this out with the excavator. And then I carried it up here with the tractor just to go a little faster. And then this guy here, I did push on it with the tractor while pulling on it with the excavator to get it to break loose. But I dug it out with the excavator. And you can kind of see the size of that. Now I picked it up where it's at with the excavator. I don't think I can haul it with the excavator. There's too much dirt in there. So what I'm doing now, I'm gonna flip it over and try and knock the dirt out of it. So yeah, pretty cool machine. I would like to have the 2-ton instead of the 1-ton machine, but that's for another day. So all those stumps that were all tied together with roots, I dug them apart with the excavator. Without the excavator, I would not have been able to do that job, but it was also nice to have the tractor. So yeah, 2-ton excavator. If you're doing big stumps, I really didn't intend to do stumps that size, and this machine's not meant to do stumps and roots this size. So I was definitely pushing the limits. The smaller trees, of course, will come right out with the excavator. That big stuff, I mean, you can see the size of that root ball. It was just multiple trees. It's huge. So there you go.